So what to look for in a bookkeeper? Here's another attribute you should be looking for in a bookkeeper or any accounting professional that's involved in your bookkeeping story for that business you are building. You want to look for instruction. And I'm not just saying you need to do this by this certain date and it's all verbal, or just something fairly casual by email. No, things you should be looking for from anybody that's involved in your accounting process, if you will, is instruction. Now, instruction can come in different forms and formats. Here at More Details, what we do is we do a variety of things depending on the size of the client and what works for the client as well. So let's take it from maybe a smaller organization. A smaller organization doesn't require us to be hyper-focused on their process, but yet they still need instruction. What is the process to capture receipts by HubDoc? Or what is the process to run payroll, maybe through an app that we're using called WagePoint? Or how do I create an invoice in QuickBooks Online? So for people who are fairly small in the organizations that we cater to, we'll tend to create videos, very much like the video you're seeing right now. And we'll host it on a private channel and make sure they have access to that. Now, for larger organizations, and these are usually organizations that have some sort of governing body they need to report to, usually like a board of directors, perhaps they're nonprofit organizations. The year-end accountant has quite an inclusive audit that they need to go through each year, a voluntary audit. So in those cases, what we tend to do is be far more formalized in our approach. We may still have videos and tutorials, but if we are using them, they're built into something much stronger, which is called a standard operating procedure. We've also heard them called process documents and detailed job instructions. Whatever title you want to put on it, it's a written document that makes it very clear from a governance standpoint what each party is to do and how. And that avoids confusion and it creates transparency. And it's wonderful when you can operate in that kind of environment and work with a board of directors or an accountant through an audit to indicate what is the process, and it provides far more clarity. From our standpoint, it also avoids what's called scope creep or possible changes or unexpected changes because we're monitoring everything for a specific process. Doesn't mean that processes can't change. It just means we need to follow a standardized process. So that's on a much larger organization. I can understand smaller organizations would be different, but depending on where you're at in the journey, whether you're small or big, you should be asking for instruction from any person that's involved in your bookkeeping story. Hope this helps. Have yourself a wonderful day.